The problem states the sum of two consecutive odd integers is 116. Find the two integers. So first we have to understand what consecutive means and what are odd integers. When we count numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and so on, what are the odd integers? Odd integers are 1, 3, 5, and so on. Consecutive means one after the other. So if of an integer 1, the next odd number is 3. That means consecutive. So these are consecutive. 1, 3, then consecutive again is 5. So they want us to find the two consecutive odd integers that the sum is 116. So we're trying to look for two integers. So if one odd integer we don't know, we can simply write it as x. And if we see the pattern of odd integers, they always go up by 2. So from 1 to 3, it goes up by 2. From 3 to 5, it goes up by 2. The next odd integer is going to go up by 2. So we're adding 2 to each consecutive odd integer. So the other integer, we can write it as x plus 2. So these can be our integers, x, and the second integer can be x plus 2. So when they say the sum of two consecutive odd integers, we're going to add these two. So it's going to be x plus 2. So this is going to be our first integer, and this is going to be our second integer. And they say the sum, so that's why we're adding x and x plus 2. So keyword when I say is, so this sum is equals to. So it equals to 116. So we have the equation x plus 2 is equal to 116. We're going to solve for x. So x plus x is 2x. And we're left with plus 2 is equal to 116. So we have to solve for x. So we want x by itself. So we're going to have to bring this 2 to this side. So we're going to subtract 2. Because we have to do the opposite of the operation that we see here. Since it's plus 2, we're going to subtract 2. And we have to subtract it to the other side. So 2 minus 2 cancels out. We're left with 2x on this side is equal to 116 minus 2 is 114. Now to solve for x, we're going to divide by 2 because this is 2 times x and the opposite of multiplication is division. So we're going to divide by 2 to both sides. So 2 divided by 2 is 1, so we're simply left with x is equal to 114 divided by 2. If we want, we could do it on the side. So we're going to divide 2 into 114. So 2 goes into the 11 5 times. 5 times 2 is 10. 11 minus 10 is 1. Bring down to 4. 14. How many times does 2 go into 14? 7 times. 7 times 2 is 14. Subtract, we get 0. No remainder. Therefore, 114 divided by 2 is 57. So 114 divided by 2 is 57. Here we solved one of the integers. X is equal to 57. So that means x plus 2 is the other integer. And we already solved for x, which is 57. So 57 plus 2 is equal to 59. And we know these two are odd integers because they end in odd numbers. And 57 and 59 are consecutive because 57, the next odd integer is 59. So when I say find the sum of two consecutive odd integers, that is 116, we found out that it's 57 and 59 because 57 plus 59 is 116. And this is the answer.